What's up, guys? This is my new series on my channel, The Evolution of Ghost Adventures. This will be part 1 of 3, and on this specific episode, I will explore 3 things. The personality changes between the crew like Zach, Nick, and Aaron, and Billy and Jay. Also, I'll talk about the hairstyles between the crew. I thought it would be a little fun to just poke fun at the old hairstyles and stuff like that. And I'll be talking about the location sites, the changes during the years. So stay tuned for that, and let's get started. So let's talk about the personality changes that happened over the past decade. And of course, we have to start with Zach Bagans. Zach Bagans, the clear-cut leader of Ghost Adventures crew. And way back in the day, in the 2004 documentary, Zach was timid and shy. But during the first season of the show, he became a lot more comfortable with the crew, and he always showed that respect. And even later on, his personality became kinda aggressive, especially towards certain individuals. Like, for example, if Zach heard something, he would tell everyone to shut up and just let him talk or whatever. We know Zach have his moments, but I think the audience is kinda used to it by now. Another example is the 2018 Halloween special. Zach told everyone to get out the Debbie box room. He was just like, just get out, go, get out. And we always tend to get these kind of moments from Zach Bagans from time to time. Lately in these new episodes, he's been doing a good job, so I have to give it up for him. But I do think he's giving Aaron Goodwin a hard time. Like, he's always forcing Aaron to go in the scariest place and then lock him in there and force Aaron to stay in there until he come away with evidence. And Zach Bagans, he really wasn't doing that in the beginning seasons of Ghost Adventures. I'd say like around season 3 and 4 is when it really started to become a joke, where he's thinking it's funny locking Aaron in these places and stuff. But overall, I like the old Zach Bagans better. He respected people and he respected spirits more. Now he's just more about taunting spirits and angering them. Leave a like down below if you agree that Zach Bagans' personality has changed over the past decade. Let's talk about Aaron Goodwin. Aaron, his personality pretty much stayed neutral. I mean, he's always been scary and very cautious. And as the years went by, he was always the experiment person by default. He was the one always getting trapped, always getting locked in the worst areas during the lockdown. I will say this about Aaron Goodwin. It seems like every season he tries to overreact more and more. I mean, it's funny to watch, but at the same time, you don't want to overdo it and make the whole show fabricated. Aaron Goodwin is the best though. Definitely my favorite investigator on the show. Leave a thumbs up if you agree. Okay, so on to Nick Groff. Nick Groff pretty much stayed the same throughout the years. He was basically the one who was low-key and just went with the flow of things. I can't really find any significant different changes between his personality from the beginning to the end of his departure. So if anyone knows any difference, please comment down below. I'm very interested in reading that. Now Billy and Jay became their own. At first, I was a little nervous about having them on the show, but then Billy became a very likable character. And the more you think about it, as of 2019, I consider Billy one of the powerhouses on the show, and he's probably second next to Zach. The reason being is that Billy carries a lot of weight, y'all. I mean, through his interviews, interactions, and investigations, he really takes the job serious, and I can respect that. And he really became his own character, like I said before. Now for Jay is always in the cut. I mean, he seems shy and very aware, and usually he's just in the back chilling, and then next thing you know, he got 3 scratches on his head or his neck or something of that nature. But overall, I can't find a difference in Jay from the beginning of the show until now. If you have any, please comment down below. Okay, last member. We're gonna talk about Dakota. Yeah, y'all thought I forgot about Dakota, huh? But yeah, Dakota is very underrated. I remember when Dakota won that online challenge back in the day. Who remembers that online challenge where you had to submit a parody of acting like Zach Bagans and the Ghost Adventures crew. I still watch that show and I still laugh at it, man. Dakota did a great job, and now he's actually on the crew, so congrats to him, man. He's doing big things. But yeah, Dakota, he's a great character, man, and I definitely can see him and Zach having their own spinoff show in the near future. I think he has a lot of potential at having his own show, like I said, and just doing his own thing. Only he just need to get more camera time, and you know, I know he's a camera guy, but we like to see him in front of the camera a little bit more, interact more with the people that they're investigating and doing interviews with. So that'll be cool, and that's something I want to see in the future. Now this next part will be kind of funny. Let's discuss the hairstyles throughout the years of Ghost Adventures. So Zach Bagans, what were you thinking, man? The mohawk was definitely the style back in 2009 and 2010, and Zach wore it to the fullest. I mean, just look at these pictures. Now, his look right now is better than that mohawk, but I tell you what, Zach Bagans, bring back the mohawk. Leave a like down below if you want to see Zach back with the mohawk. That's when Zach was at his best, and you know, it'll be fun times to see Zach Bagans with his mohawk back. As far as Aaron Goodwin, he went through a rough patch, y'all. I mean, big change from a full head of hair to going bald. But hey, we all age and we get older, and it's all gonna happen to us one day, so I'm dreading it and I'm just trying to wait it out. I'm sure he's not completely bald, he just shaves his head that low, but you can tell that he was getting bald, so he just went on and did the bald head. Throughout the years, Nick Groff hairstyle pretty much stayed the same, but Billy had a mohawk too for a while, just like Zach. And now I think him and Zach had the same exact hairstyle, and Jay has just kept the same hairstyle since becoming on the show. So I don't know if he switched it up just a little bit, I can't tell, but I'm pretty sure somebody knows something different that he did to it. But yeah, Zach, if you're listening, bring back that mohawk, man. We need the old Zach back. Now, one thing I do like about the evolution of Ghost Adventures is the variety of locations. Lately, they've been staying at locations for weeks. For example, the Graveyard of the Pacific. I like how they explored the whole town and went in depth with the investigation. It was real interesting, and it kept me enhanced throughout the whole entire episode. Furthermore, in these new episodes, they're going to people's houses trying to reconnect with the dead and help the families deal with the emotional problems that they have. I hope to see more of that in the future, and of course, in the past investigations, we got a lot of mining towns, hospitals, asylums. Although those were good locations, I prefer what they're doing now as far as like going into people's homes and solving investigations. So that's my part 1 of my evolution of Ghost Adventures. Part 2 will talk about Zach Bagans' wardrobe, Aaron Goodwin's weight change, and the direction of the show. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I earned your subscribe. And as always, leave a thumbs up if you liked the video, and have a great day. Peace.